Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. I am Pam and I am a crocheter who knits a bit. How is everyone doing? Welcome to all of my new subscribers and welcome back to my regular subscribers. Remember, on this channel we kick it old school style, so don't forget to grab your pen and pad and take some notes. I do not edit. I'm sorry. So what you see is what you get. And if I make a mistake or a flub, as I like to call them, I will make the correction in the description box. I do put information in the description box. I try to put as many links as possible. So please read the description box for some more information. So, what am I wearing? Some of you may have already seen a picture of me wearing my top. I put it on my community page, so I decided to put it on again and do my video for you. This is only the second time that I have worn this top. It is crochet and I really do like it. I'm not a garment person. I am hats, scarves, shawls and more shawls and other things, different things. But to me, making a garment takes a lot of patience and quite a bit of time, but I did it and I really like it. This is a tutorial by Laverne, and I will put that link below in the description box for you. It's called a crochet raglan crop top. I think that's what it's called. Mine is not cropped. I did come down a little lower, so I will show you. And she does the ribbing on the bottom, so I just came down a little lower. And I did kind of do some extra in the raglan area and where the sleeves are, and I decided to accent the purple color in this Peacock colorway on the sleeves and at the bottom. Excuse me. So I like it. And this colorway is called Peacock, and I'm not sure what yarn it is, but I know I got the yarn from JoAnns. I'll see if I can find that information as well, and I will link that below. So this is episode 60, and I'm looking over here because I have some notes. This is episode 60, and I have been on YouTube for 2 years. My actual anniversary date was back in, well, not back in September because we're still in September. I think it was around September 17th or so, and there was so much going on. So, but yay, thank you guys so very much. This would not have been possible without all of you. I truly appreciate your comments, watching my channel, giving me a thumbs up. All of that is really important to stay in the algorithm of YouTube. And thank you guys so very much for just stopping by and spending some time with me. You have a plethora of YouTubers that you can choose from, and I am very honored that you choose to spend some time with me. So, happy 60th episode and happy 2 years on YouTube to me. This video is about fun fur. I have had a couple of my subscribers say, hey, can you show us how you made that fun fur scarf? I showed the fun fur scarves a couple of times off and on throughout episodes, but this is really the first scarf that I used to knit all the time. Now, this is knitting, but crocheters, if you want to try knitting, this might be a good time to do that. And for the crocheters who don't knit or who are kind of, I'm not sure, I have 2 YouTubers that I would like you to check out. They are originally crocheters who knit. So I think for crocheters who don't knit, that's the best way to learn. They have beginner tutorials. They show you how to cast on and do everything. So I will link their YouTube channels below. I am referring to Brittany of Bhooked Crochet and Knit, and also Annoo, Annoo, Crochet and Knit Design. Both of those women are crocheters, and they also knit. So they teach knitting from the beginner up. And it's coming from a crochet perspective. So I think that would be good for crocheters to learn from those two. Those are the two that I like, that I think would be good. So check them out. I will definitely leave their links below. You may know of someone else. CJ Designs by Danii's Ways. I linked her channel previously, but I'll link it again. She is also a crocheter who knits. So any one of those channels, just check it out. This is not a tutorial, okay? I am not set up to do a tutorial. I am doing this because you guys asked me to, so my hands are going to be right here in front of you, okay? And I will show you just the basic steps on. It's just knitting back and forth. The Fun Fur scarf is nothing but knitting back and forth. I used straight needles. This is what I started knitting on. I have pretty much every size in this handy dandy little plastic holder. And I mean, these guys are long too. They're very long, super long. So there are short ones. Come on down. And for doing something like this scarf, I would recommend, if you can, get the short ones. I'm not going to use the short ones because I only have them in larger sizes. So, but if you can get a hold of the short ones, that would be good. Something like this. Not this small though, but here's a pair of shorter ones. And this is a pair of short ones as well. But I learned on the longer needles. For Fun Fur, I don't recommend circulars because the scarf will end up on the cord, and there's a little fluffing trick that I'm going to teach you or show you, that if they're on the cord, I don't think that would hold up well. I don't think it would be good. So, Fun Fur. These scarves are absolutely beautiful. This was the one that I was wearing in the thumbnail. I have had all of these scarves for over 10 years. Over 10 years. They've been washed. I washed them in a garment bag. You can put them in the dryer to just kind of get some of the water out, the dampness out, and then you can take them and lay them out. Never hang them up because they will grow. I store my Fun Fur scarves by folding them in half, then folding them again, and they end up like this. And then you can just stack them, and you can keep them in something like this. You know, when you get that new set of bed sheets or pillowcases, that would be too small. But the one I just showed you, a set of sheets came in. Keep those because that's perfect for folding your scarves up and putting them in there and zipping them up and putting them away. You want a designated drawer to put them in, but it's really important to fold them and not hang them up. This beauty matches what I have on. This is Variegated Fun Fur. I did not do the color changing. Fun Fur comes in lots of wonderful different colors. I have my pink Fun Fur. This is a different type of Fun Fur called Moto Day. They don't make this anymore. I wish they did because this fur is shorter and more dense. So it makes a nice thick scarf. And I really, really liked this. I was super upset when Michaels discontinued this, but nonetheless, I have my pink scarf along with my pink glasses. Here is another multicolored one. This is Variegated Fun Fur. Super pretty. And I don't know if you can see the stitches. They look like a honeycomb. You see? So these are so fun. I made my sister a chocolate brown one in this color. This has more of a bronze golden brown color. It's a beautiful colorway and it is fun fur. And I made her a scarf out of this, and I bought a pair of leather gloves. They're not that expensive, and I gave that to her as a set. Okay, it's getting warm. I gave that to her as a gift set for Christmas, and she absolutely loved it. So you can see how cute and fun and frilly these are. So what will you need? You will need, see, I have my stuff in here. I'm a bag person. I love project bags, and I will recycle anything, and I will take anything and recycle it. But look at this. Some of those shower buffs came in here. The bag was full of them. So as soon as the last buff was gone, I took it. This has a hanger on it. I'm sorry. You can hang it and it zips up. And look, see how long the needles are in there? It fits in there perfectly. So you will need a pair of knitting needles. And my suggestion for the size, okay, let's put these on. These are a size 11, and I'm talking about the circumference of the needle, okay? Size 11, this is a good size to knit these scarves with. If you can find a size 11 in a shorter style of needle, that would be ideal, because these are kind of cumbersome to hold, and I rest mine right here, kind of in my, not in my side, but right in the crease there, and then just knit. Okay, I got started on this already. This is not a tutorial. I never followed a pattern. I never followed a tutorial. I didn't know anything about any of that. I have some fun fur caught in my glasses. I didn't know anything about any of that back in the day. And I do mean back in the day. So if this looks like someone else's pattern or tutorial, I'm sorry, I am not doing anything wrong. I literally learned how to knit this scarf many, many, many years ago, and I have knit so many of them. I have gifted so many of them. I've even sold some of them. So now that you guys have asked about it, I'm just going to do this for you. And I am not set up to where I can flip around and you see my hands or anything like that. This is just me coming to you face forward, and it's not to teach you how to do it. It's just to show you how I make the scarf. Okay, so I already cast it on. Now, the width part, in order to get a scarf like this black one, this one is my favorite. Absolute favorite. I mean, you can dress this up, make it casual. It's just, it has an elegance about it. The width of this scarf is 18. So I have made these where you cast on 18 stitches. You can cast on 16 stitches, and you can cast on 12. 12 would be a skinnier type scarf. This is skinnier than the black one, and I'm pretty sure this is 12 stitches. So even number, 12, 16, or 18. I like 18. I like the width of that. It's not too much, it's not too thin. It's just right for me. So I went on and I grabbed some fun fur. I have a lot of fun fur, and I've had this fun fur for years and years and years. I haven't bought any fun fur. I can't remember the last time I bought any. Michael's does have fun fur. I've seen it there, and so does JoAnns. Okay, I don't know about Hobby Lobby, but I know you can find some there. Here's just one of the drawers that I have that's full of fun fur. So it comes in all different colors. This is a pink. There was something else stuck on there. This is a very pretty pink. All types of colors. Here's a beautiful purple. Okay. All right, so let me get situated with my knitting needles and everything, and I will be right back. If you have any knitting needles already, if you have some fun fur already, go ahead and grab it, cast on 12, 16, or 18, and then I will be right back. Okay, I know you can only see half of me, but I think this is the best way that I can do this. I'm sitting right on the corner of my dining room table, and I just wanted you to basically see my hands, but I have to rest the needles here. It's very hard to knit with them and hold them up, but I'll try my best. Okay, as I said previously, I have casted on 18 stitches. There's 18 stitches there. Okay, couple of notes. This yarn has a tendency to get tangled, and once it's tangled, it's tangled. If you can get a good center pull, that would be great. As you can see, this has seen better days. This color is called Peacock, and it is fun fur. And I'm holding it gently because I just had to untangle it a little bit. Also, some of these little furry bits, they will come off, but it's nothing major. It's not like a major shed or anything like that. Okay, cast on 18. I have already started knitting, so I will continue to knit. All you do is knit back and forth. And see, I have to rest my needle here, so I hope you can still see that. Again, I'm not teaching you how to knit. I am just showing you how I made my fun fur scarves. Now, I use my finger to push up the next stitch. I am not a thrower, but I am knitting like this now because it's very hard to hold these needles and continental knit. I am a continental knitter. I started out throwing like I'm doing now. So it's just knitting every stitch. I usually stop and straighten what's on my needle here because it'll bunch up in your hands. So you just straighten that out. and then you can clearly see your stitches. You haven't missed anything. And you just knit, knit. I push my stitches up so that I could see them. If you drop a stitch, you will definitely have a big fat hole. And just continue to knit. And I stop periodically and straighten up my work. Continue to knit. This size needle is perfect for this scarf because it's not too big and it's not too small, because you're going to be knitting for a while. Okay, you're coming to your last stitch and just knit. Okay, and then I like to straighten everything out. You can do a quick eye count and make sure that you still have 18 stitches there. Sometimes the fur gets in the way and you may think you've grabbed a stitch and you actually did not. Okay, now here's the fluff technique that I was talking about. You're getting ready to knit back down this row again. So take your project, hold it in your hand like that. Take this needle and just gently fluff it across, just gently rake it across and see how it fluffs up the fun fur. If you don't do that, the fun fur will lay down completely flat. Now I've seen them like that, but the whole purpose of fun fur is for the fur. So just kind of fluff. You're not going to tear anything. Just fluff it up. And you don't have to do that every single row. You can wait and do a couple of rows and do that. So be sure you do not work with this tail. Okay, so now you're ready to knit back and forth again. You're going to knit. I knit so many of these scarves. Lots of athletic practices, perfect knitting. So I always had my needles with me and some fun fur. So just continue to knit across and stop periodically, straighten up what you're doing. Knit, knit, knit. I think I'm going to be done after this. I didn't want this video to be too long for you. Knit. And then continue to knit. You will always have 18 stitches. If you don't, that means you've dropped one somewhere along the lines. And you're coming up to your last stitch and knit. Straighten out your work. And you can start to see that is so pretty. Start to see the honeycomb in there. And sometimes you can just take your hand or your fingers and fluff it up like that. You can do that. Okay, shall we do one more row and see how that's looking? So this is going to grow and grow and grow, and eventually you will end up with a full fun fur scarf. So we're just knitting back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to stop periodically, straighten things up. Knitting involves a lot of what I call scooching. You're moving the yarn around, readjusting things, but the end result is always really beautiful. Slow fashion is passion. And continue knitting. And again, I'm just showing you, this is not a tutorial. I'm not set up for that. Straighten your work out. If you want, you can take a look and see how many stitches you have, just in case. You can tell I'm not used. It's been a while with me handling these long needles, but okay. So this is it, everyone. You just knit back and forth until your scarf is as long as you want it to be. And now you can fluff. You almost don't need to. This is a very nice fun fur. Just kind of fluff it out, and there you go. So close your eyes. I'm going to bring you back up. I don't want you to get dizzy. So this is it. Very simple. You'll have a beautiful fun fur scarf. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, and you'll end up with a beautiful fun fur scarf. There are a ton of videos on binding off. So you can look up a video. Actually, the videos that I'm going to link, Bhooked Crochet and Annoo Crochet and Knit, they both have videos where they show you how to bind off as well. But then you'll end up with a beautiful scarf. You can make it long, you can make it short, however you want, whatever you want. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. And thank you again so much for everything. And I hope everyone has an incredible day or evening wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos. I will link those in the description box below. And take care. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.